students, we are proceeding looking on the types of the tropism, and whereby we have seen almost two kind of tropism, that is phototropism and the geotropism. So in this session, or in this part of this session, now we are going to finalize looking on the hydrotropism, since the phototropism has three kind of tropism. The first we have already seen, the second one we have already covered, and now we are going to finalize looking on the hydrotropism. The word hydro here, meaning that water. So now when we are saying that hydrotropism take the response in the, it takes place in the response to moisture. And the moisture content, we can say that it occurs because there is a water. So now we can say that roots are generally positive hydrotropic. Why that the roots, we can say that they exhibit positive hydrotropism is due to the fact that the root, they tend to move toward the direction of water, and thereafter it make different kinds of branches so that it can find water within the soil. So we're going to see in the figure 4.42 and this 4.42a and 4.42b. So when we are starting looking on this 4.42a, now you can see the root straight. So whereby within the soil is whereby there is a presence of water or there is a moisture content. So the root will tend to move toward the direction of the moisture, soil, is whereby they need the water or the moisture content so that it can bring into that tree or it can bring into the plant so that the plant can grow healthier. But that is a positive, that we can say that this one is a positive hydrotropic movement. But also we have a negative hydrotropic movement. As you can see here, we have this B. This that is, we can say that the movement of water A and B. This one is the B. Now you can see we have this growth toward the water. This one, meaning that the plant will tend to grow toward the water. Since here we have this water, and here we have the clay pot, whereby here is the moisture soil and here is the dry soil. So this root will tend to move toward the direction of water. And that will bring about the positive hydrotropism, since now you can see here there is a dry soil. Hii soil inakuwa ni curved. There is no moisture content. So the roots probably will tend to move to the direction of where the water is found. And that will bring about the movement of root toward the water. And that is a hydrotropism. So when you can say that hydrotropism is the movement of water, the movement of a plant toward the direction of water, that you are correctly. And when you are saying that hydrotropism is just a movement of a plant toward the direction into the response of moisture, and also you are correct. So here the issue is to understand the concept. If you understand, you can explain and whatever you need. So we have already finished and we have already covered on the three kinds of the growth and movement that the plant exhibit. We have seen the first kind, that is elastic movement. The second one, it is called elastic movement, and the last one, it is called the tropism, and we have already covered it. So now, my student, I'd like to take you through another thing which is very important. That is the differences between a plant coordination and animal coordination, is whereby now we are going to see if there is a difference between the plant coordination and the animal coordination. We have seen that in previous session, when we are starting looking on the coordination in a plant, we have seen that there is a huge difference between the coordination in a plant and coordination in animal. And the first difference that differentiates between plant coordination and animal coordination is due to the presence of the nervous system. The nervous system is a thing that can help to distinguish or to differentiate between the plant coordination and the animal coordination. How now? Here we are saying that nervous system. So animal has a specialized nervous system for rapid communication and coordination, while plant lack nervous system. So the huge difference between, we can say that the large difference between the plant coordination and animal coordination is due to the presence of the nervous system, whereby within the animal coordination is whereby there is a presence of nerves, which helps in transmission of the impulse or signals or the information from the surrounding environment to the central nervous system so that it can be interpreted. While within a plant, there is no presence of nervous system. Instead, within a plant, there is a chemicals. These chemicals, they act as, they respond to different kinds of stimulus or changes that will occur within the environment. So that is a huge difference, or the large difference between the plant coordination and the animal coordination. But the second difference between the plant coordination and animal coordination is on the speed of response. Speed of the response. So now we can say that animal responses are generally much faster due to their nervous system, while the plant responses are more slowly using hormones. So ukiangalia the speed of the response inakuwa tofauti. Ukija ukiangalia coordination in plant na coordination in animal inakuwa ni tofauti kabisa, kwa sababu ukiangalia kwenye animal, due to the presence of nervous system, the response can be provided quickly compared to the plant response. Is whereby within a plant they only use chemical. A good example of that chemical is the hormone. So if the hormone is being transmitted from one pet, for example, from the root to the leaves, now you can say it is at distant places between those two places. Even the response that will be provided, it will become more slower compared to the animal. Is whereby within the animal we have the nervous system. And another difference is on the movement. So when we are looking on the animals are capable of movement and locomotion using a muscular skeleton system, while the plants are generally stationary. Pia ukija kwenye movement inatokea kwenye plant na movement inatokea kwenye animal, they are quite different. Kwa sababu kwenye animal they have different kinds of structure that help them to locomote from one place to another. While the movement that is occurring within a plant, it is because of the plant, it is in stationary state. They tend to move a part of a plant, that is, it can be either root, the stem, or it can be either the leaves, that is the branch of the tree. So now you can see that the movement which is exhibited by an animal and the plant, they are quite different. And that brings about their differences. And the last difference between the animal and the plant is that coordination mechanism. Ukija kwenye coordination mechanism inatokea kwenye plant na inatokea kwenye animal, also they are quite different. That is, we can say that animals primarily using nervous impulse for coordination, while the plant rely on the hormones of growth and the response. So now you can see the animals, due to the presence of nervous system, they can coordination mechanism yake inakuwa ni more complex ukikompare na kwenye plant. Kwa sababu kwenye plant they only use chemicals such as the hormone. So this hormone ndio ambayo itawasaidia yenye kurespond to different kind of changes that will occur within the environment. So my students, those are the differences now between the animal and the plant cell. Between the animal coordination and a plant coordination. So my student, now is your task to feed up your brain on those points and to see the differences, so you can be asked into your exam that differentiate between the plant coordination and animal coordination. And those one are the point. We have 4 points. So it's your task now to go or to pass through different kinds of books, so that you can find more differences between plant coordination and animal coordination. So by thanks so, and this marks the end of our today's session. So thank you for following us at KRTZ, and bye bye. Have a nice moment.